I hate doing the intro. Maybe I'll work on them at home. I'll just be doing stuff and I'll be like, hey, I'm Becky B. Just mid-vacuum. You've probably heard of me. I'm Rebecca Anderson, and I'm the owner of Becky B Hair in Caloundra and in North Lakes. Becky B Hair started just on my own, so it was just me, and I knew that I wasn't going to work well working for other people, so I started my own salon and just built up the clientele. And then as I became too busy on my own, I just kept adding staff, and we just haven't ever stopped doing that. So I grew up in what we call the middle of buttfuck nowhere, but that's just Saskatchewan, which is the middle of Canada, and we call it Ice Hell. I thought that my upbringing was really normal. As I've gotten older, I've realized not at all. My parents are both school teachers, really strict. Like, my curfew in high school was 7 p.m. and I thought that was totally normal, but apparently a lot happens after 7 p.m. when you're a teenager. I just basically played basketball and didn't talk to boys unless it was on the basketball court. I was just like sports focused, and that's it. Oh my God. Before I was a hairdresser, I was studying math at university, and I was like, I'm still a mega geek, but like I was a totally different mega geek, and it was just me and all these brainiac men, and yeah, I wasn't girly, I wasn't good with hair, I wasn't good with makeup, I just was like, yeah, probably a tomboy that loved to study math and play basketball. I was 21 when I first came over to Australia, dating a boy that my parents didn't like, and I said I wanted to do hairdressing. So mom and dad said, why don't you go to Australia, do your hairdressing there, and their intention was just to get me away from him, and I'd go and study and come back, because it's usually it's just a one-year course, and then that was just 11 years ago. I probably, like everyone, learned the most from negative experiences, because unfortunately that's definitely how hairdressing goes. So my hairdressing apprenticeship was really rough, so I'm gonna make sure that yours is. And I definitely had some of those experiences and thought, there's gotta be a better way to do this. Like, there's gotta be a way to learn that isn't you getting treated like shit. The difference with an apprenticeship here, or just working here, is that this is your safe place and this is your happy place. And imagine whatever your job is, imagine doing that and being surrounded by love and support. You're gonna kick ass, because when do you do your best anything? When you feel loved and supported. So imagine going through all of your training that you ever went through and having a bunch of sisters beside you being like, fuck yeah, you're doing awesome, you're doing the best job, and let me help you, and I'll show you how to do that better. And that is the difference. Everyone that is on staff is definitely headhunted. So they are selected specifically on personality and morals and values, not based on your skills as a hairdresser, because that we can train. So all of the girls are lively, fun, confident, hilarious women, and above all else, they are kind to one another. So I would say that my biggest hurdle at the moment is changing people's minds about the traditional setup of a hair salon. So moving people away from this is my one and only hairdresser, this is the only person that can touch me, and more how we say, everyone at Becky B is really talented, and we keep notes, and we know what's happening, and we work as a team. In 5 years, I would see Becky B Hair to be located in a handful of cities around Australia. The end goal, of course, being to have one in every major city, but just hoping to expand the team and have more stylists involved in our really different way of operating things. And it has to be slow growth, and we have to really work together, but I'm hoping in 5 years' time there's an army of Becky Beers. Well, I mean, I'm not sure if it's appropriate, but this week the girls were outside having a quick meeting, and I was wearing a dress, so I put my butt cheeks on the window.